The girl wanted to have sex with her boyfriend at school. In order to increase the interest, ran to the jumping bed to warm up sexy body so that her boyfriend could not wait any longer. Just want to go forward. A 360-degree twist makes the boyfriend directly lead the box, unaware of the girl still jumping to summon him. However, the next second, due to an accident at the school, the police had to suspend all school competitions, and students left the school in the spirit of saving their lives. Gina waited for her best friend to come home with her. Instead, she went back to class with her boyfriend to get an umbrella. Gina tried to stop them, but they wouldn't listen. Watching their desperate pace, Gina was helpless and could only wait by the side. 10 minutes later, Gina sent a message to her best friend asking her why she hadn't come out yet, but just as her cell phone rang, Gina received a reply from her best friend asking her to come over. Looking at the police outside, she thought it would be safe in the middle of the day, so she walked in without a care in the world. She called out her best friend's name, but there was nothing but echoes in the empty hallway. Gina texted her again, but to her surprise, her cell phone was ringing from a trash can in the distance, so she immediately walked up and picked it up from the garbage truck. Luckily, Gina reacted quickly enough and ran away. Masked man with an axe to chase. I did not expect a corner actually lost the man. While the masked man was looking around, there was a commotion from the dressing room next to him. He went in and turned on all the lights. Then he looked for Gina with a closed door. The table is covered with dummy heads, and Gina is hiding in the dummy heads, not daring to breathe. The masked man lost his patience and started to get irritated. If he kept on hitting the table like this, Gina tried to grab the scissors next to her to defend herself. But the more careful you are, the more things go wrong. Gina seized the opportunity to run away while screaming for help. Luckily, the masked man was sprayed in the eye and did not come after her. Gina was lucky to escape and told the police what happened. Since the man was wearing a mask, it was impossible to recognize him. Seeing that she was in tears, the police reassured her to be brave. After this incident, everyone was very cautious and even bought a gun. After a week of peace and quiet, they had enough time at home and had a get-together. But at the same time, everyone's cell phones rang and they all got the same strange picture. On it was their nameplates. Gina turns her head and realizes that the masked man outside the window is staring at him. But in the blink of an eye, the masked man disappeared again, thinking that he had blurred his eyes and did not pay too much attention to it, not realizing that this negligence has actually harmed the blonde girl classmate. Back home, the blonde had just put on her contact lenses when she received a video call from her boyfriend. She said she would be there in 5 minutes while pulling out her ear, so they were going out on a date. But the masked man suddenly appeared and didn't give her a chance. The blonde was crying out in pain, but the masked man picked up his cell phone and said hello to the other side, which is really arrogant. The injured blonde tried to escape, but the masked man caught her back. When her boyfriend and Gina arrived, they opened the door and saw that the blonde's father and bodyguard had been killed. When they heard the blonde's cries, they rushed over immediately. Although the boyfriend had a gun in his hand, the masked man was not afraid of the hostages. He told them that they had more than one hostage and that 2 of their classmates were also in his hands. Both sides are at a standstill. The blonde called out to her boyfriend to shoot, but he couldn't even turn on the safety for the first time, so it was really stupid. The masked man stopped playing with them. Their friends are dying one by one. Gina is devastated. She could be next. Little did she know it was all about her father. A year ago, on Thanksgiving, my father's supermarket had a sale. The supermarket was packed to the rafters. Gina brought her classmates with her, and because her father was the owner, they headed for the back door, which caused a public outcry. A few seconds later, the crowd broke through the fence and blocked the doorway. The huge crowd instantly smashed the door glass. The security guard fell to the ground and was trampled by the crowd. A classmate, Curly, saw the dying security guard. He tried to save him, but his wrist was broken. Others pulled a card and knocked down the woman on the ground, tearing her scalp. The police had to shoot to control the crowd. But because of this stampede, many people died. From that day on, a serial killer appeared in the town, and all the deaths were of people who had been to the supermarket. Gina realized that the family of one of the victims had come to take revenge. This movie is Thanksgiving. In the year following the tragedy, the owner of the supermarket does a series of good deeds to try to make it go away. But on the eve of a new Thanksgiving, a series of massacres led by a masked man appear. The masked man has one goal in mind: to kill everyone involved in last year's Thanksgiving tragedy. This is Seahorse Movie. Goo 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 goo.